The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
What's on my mind this week is simplifying things. Simplification. I feel like I've always been the type of person who likes to do a bunch of different things and try different things and throw things at the wall and see what sticks. I always use that saying, and I think that can be good at various phases in life, but I feel like right now it's not working for me, and I think I need to just simplify, hone in on what I really want to do, what interests me, what I'm having fun with at work and outside of work, simplification in all areas of my life. And that also is not just a physical simplification, it's an emotional simplification too, of not overthinking things too much. So I just want to simplify things. That's the something on my mind. Monday, I really want to sit down with my various to-do lists, because I have to-do lists. I have a to-do list on my phone. I have a to-do list on Asana. I have a to-do list in a notepad. I have 3 different to-do lists, which it needs to be even that in and of itself is a symbolic for how I live my life. So I want to yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. What's on your mind, babe?
My dad's 1 year.
Yeah.
Been thinking about that a lot. Just because we were making the plans to go back to the East Coast to see my family. I guess I didn't really realize it had been a year. So I was just thinking about my dad a lot. And
what were you specifically thinking about?
I posted that picture that you sent, and it just made me think of all the best parts about him, and it made me miss him and feel bad about wasting time being mad at him or him being mad at me and stuff like that. Just regrets, feelings. Yeah. But ultimately felt happy that my instinct when I see him was to think about all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And feel good.
I completely understand you feeling that way, and I have similar things too. Obviously, I had a different relationship with my dad, but there are conversations I wish that I had with him, and it's one of those things I feel like you learn as time goes on. Those regrets just feel less regretty. You start to gain perspective on them, and you're but in that moment in my life, I wasn't ready. I wasn't maybe mature enough to see, sit down with him and work it out, or, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't want you to sit with regret for the rest of your life.
No.
Because I don't think he would want you to.
And I don't. And I think that plays a bigger role in my mind than it probably did in reality.
Well, usually the bad stuff does.
Right.
Always.
Maybe it's my tendency to focus on the negative or whatever. And so it's not eating me up, but that's just that is honestly what I thought in the moment.
And then did you think about where you wanted to be or who you wanted to be with, or did that even really not matter to you? Because I remember the first year being so much anticipation for it almost, but maybe that's because I'm one of 5 kids and we were all...
There'd be a lot of logistics and planning and shit.
Yeah.
I did think about it. I didn't want to be in my normal routine without setting aside time to pay respect to him and what had happened. And I think about what my sister said a lot, the weekend we were all together after he died, and she was what do we do now? And Mo was we light the candle every year. And that made me think, if we make an effort to be with each other, that's what he would have wanted, and that it would be a nice way to deal with it. And so I kind of just want to get out of my regular life and go insulate in with Hillary and them and you and Sonny and everyone, but just kind of separate out.
I think that will feel good.
Yeah.
And I think we could also do little things we could eat his favorite food.
Yeah.
Or drink his favorite drink.
Yeah, it could be a Doug themed.
Maybe go golf.
Weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to
you don't want to sit and sulk.
No, I'm actually looking forward to it because we can have a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
And do fun things. And he wouldn't want that.
No.
And I don't feel like there's any part of him that would want that. I feel fine like going and having a good time.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, not at all. I feel like the same about my dad. I think my mom would be different. I think my mom would want me to be like sitting and stewing and depressed. But like
some people think that's how you show that you're upset and that you cared. But I'm not gonna buy into that.
Even though I'm like trying to think about if I died, like what I would want people to be.
Yeah, like you don't want me to go to Six Flags.
Yeah, like I don't want you eating my favorite foods. Like I kind of want you like not being able to eat,
right?
Like unconsolable, like can't get out of bed.
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. I gotta go.
But you're also married to me.
That's true. It's a different relationship.
It's a different love.
And I think grief, like people, it's hard to understand because it's not. It does depend on the relationship you had with the person. So it really you can't commiserate with anyone. Like even Hillary, like we had a different relationship.
That's why sometimes it can feel like a little bit lonely.
For sure.
Because only you and your dad know the relationship that you had or felt that, you know? I got sad about my dad a lot when I was in New York, weirdly, because
you guys would do New York together.
Yeah, we would like do New York together, and then I walk by the W Hotel, which is like the cheesiest place of all time, but it's where my parents were like Starwood members. What was that, like credit card?
Yes. Like
the Starwood Alliance.
Yes, they were part of the Starwood
They would get free rooms at the W. So that's where we would always stay, and I was walking by there late, like on my last night, and I was getting emotional because I was also thinking about it being your dad's 1 year too.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make this about me. Like,
well, it's called Whit, so you're fine. It's sad. It's sad. And life has some sad shit to it. And there's no reason to try and figure out how to not be sad when you're allowed.
When you just
and
are
supposed to be sad.
Yeah.
And I know I can feel that way too. And it doesn't just have to be once a year. Like you can let yourself feel that way.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Well, look. I didn't know it was going to get that heavy. Actually, yeah, I did. I chose the what's up on my forgot.
You didn't know I was going to.
But that's a good segue into our next topic, which is brain farts.
Brain farts.
Adding a new topic, and now I'm going to look directly at you.
Brain farts.
Yeah, like what was a nice brain fart you had this week?
The one that I could remember was the other day I was booking my flight for yesterday. And I booked it for October instead of September. And I've done that twice in the past month. And I just need to double check myself.
10-9 snafu.
Was 10-9.
10 is October. 9 is September.
Oh, I thought you were giving me some sort of like.
Some saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a euphemism.
10-9 snafu.
Yeah, you did a 10-9er.
It wasn't a good brain fart. That wasn't a good one.
No, babe. Let's not judge our brain farts, okay? Let's be kind to them. Don't judge your brain fart. Mine, we'll see how good mine was.
Okay.
And I just happened to just 5 seconds ago. Actually, I've done 3 today. Okay. The first one was we went to Zinc and I got the vegetarian burrito. Mm-hmm. And I said,
he's currently brain farting.
It had eggs in it. And I said, fucking vegetarians eat just fruits and vegetables.
But they also
it wasn't even a brain
eggs.
Fart. First of all, I just reversed the brain fart.
Yeah, now you're confusing me.
I said to the lady, I was like, but it has eggs. And she was like, it's vegetarian, not vegan. And I was just so freaked out by the interaction that I just turned my brain off and was like, okay, I'm so stupid. But now vegetarians don't eat eggs.
Vegetarians do eat eggs.
Chicken of the sea.
Vegans don't eat eggs.
But vegetarians eat just vegetables.
No, and bread and carbs.
But they don't eat
and
animals.
Fruit. They don't eat,
An egg is a chicken.
I know, but I feel like some vegetarians eat eggs.
I'm sure we're not the first one to have this conversation. I'm taking it back as a brain fart.
Yeah.
You can call me dumb. You can call me a fat loser.
I agree with you. I'm a little bit confused now too.
Cool.
Because when she said it too, I was like, yeah, duh, vegan,
right, idiot.
whatever. And now I'm like, wait a second.
All right.
Oh,
well, then I had one immediately after where I was trying to feed the meter, and I was like, this thing is broken. But I was looking at the like solar panel, and then like the info was on the other side, and it wasn't broken. I'll tell an old brain fart story because I don't want this one to come back and haunt me. But like when we were working on the city, I'm sure you know the story. We were at like a crew meal, and the showrunner was pitching you ideas that I had just pitched him, and our coworker friend Jess was sitting there, and I texted her on the side. I was like, is fucking Bill gonna just take credit? Like, watch him take credit for my ideas, and I just sent it right to Bill. Right to Bill. He was like, Tim, do you want to go talk? And I was like, fine, fuck.
I'm surprised you didn't get fired. Yeah.
Surprised I didn't get fired.